Ooh, it worked. I'm on the water. There we go. We are live again. Hello, everybody. No one watching? No one? Johnny, I did make it, yeah. I made it and it's actually working. I just wanted to try it out. The wind is horrible out here, you guys, so the sound is going to absolutely suck. I'm sure. So, 16 people. So, yeah. I'm sitting out in mid-lake right now. I'm graphing. Got that going. I've got 68 degrees. I'm throwing, let's see, hold on right now. What do I have tied on? So we've got a front moving in. You can see the clouds behind me. Front's moving in from the west, and we have got south, what is it? What would that be? Northeastern winds. Never good. So anyways, I'm working out on a big bend on this little urban lake that I live on because the fish pushed off a little bit from earlier. I'm throwing a 10-inch magdraft in about 10 feet of water. Since it's so choppy out and it's low light and we're getting cloud cover, I've got Lunker Punker on 80-pound braid on that Tatula HD 200, and then I still got that Tiny Klash tied on. But right now I am going back and forth graphing on my little fish finder, looking for rock piles on the bend. Hi, Blake. Hi, I'm in front of your house. One of the guys that live on the lake lives in the house that I'm in front of right now. How big is my lake? Not big. Not big at all. What's up, dude? Hi. Did you get an email notification or something, or did it just pop up? Oh, rad, right on. Cool. So Blake up here is a fisherman. Him and his brother fish here on the lake. And yeah. What kind of what? Oh, what bait? I use we've got people going by asking what bait we're using. I use some baits called Swimbaits. They're big fish, basically representations. Yeah. Sorry, I've got somebody going by asking me what kind of bait I use. Anyways, so Blake and his brother are fishermen on our lake too, and in front of their house they live on the bend of the lake, and there's some rock piles and a Christmas tree that they put there, and there's usually some fish on there, but I'm not seeing any. So I'm gonna go over here to mid-lake, or to the middle a little bit more, and I'm looking for a rock pile and a big pipe that's out here. There's a bed on it right now, and we'll see. I don't know. So yeah, this is gonna be like 2 seconds long, guys. I just wanted to see if this would work out on the lake. I tried for like 2 hours earlier and it would not work at all, and somehow I've got service now, so pretty cool. Any questions, guys? While we're out here, I'm seeing the chat. It's stormy in Tennessee. Yeah, I don't know what this is moving in. It's not bad yet, but it's supposed to be tonight or tomorrow. It's been pretty sunny here, actually. Let's see, bought that same hat yesterday. Awesome. Did you see a difference in the new? Do you see a difference in the new punker? New punker? I don't know what you're asking. The new punker doesn't glide as well as the old wooden ones, if that's what you're asking, Jeremy. It definitely doesn't glide as well. And to be honest with you, it's a little too loud. No schools yet, but like, I haven't seen anything but solo, maybe like 1 or 2 fish mostly solo fish. I caught a little 2-pounder down on the other end real quick on the Lunker Punker when I first came out just now, and then but no schools of fish. Not until it gets a little warmer, I think. Once it gets into the 70s, we'll start seeing them wolf pack a little bit. But this wind is like pushing me all over the place. It's a storm front. It should be a killer day tomorrow. Oh, Dave, hey, yeah. Hey, I have to work tomorrow at 1 o'clock, so I probably cannot go. I bought a depths 250 in Butch Brown bluegill, and it came in bass. What should I do? Fish it or not? I got it from Tackle Warehouse. I don't know. If you wanted the bluegill, then if you really want the bluegill, order the bluegill, or, you know, send it back and get the bluegill. If not, just fish it. Bass gets chewed, man. Thoughts on the new Gigantorel? I haven't fished it yet, but the Gantorel is a really, really good bait. Actually, is a really good bait for this time of the year too, because of spawn and stuff like that. But boo, yeah, I know, Dave. I have a 1 o'clock that's gonna last me pretty much all day tomorrow. So, anyways, have I thrown the depths 175, Zach? Yes, I have. I have a whole bunch of them. And to be honest with you, I like the S-Waver 200 for that class of bait, that size of bait, a little bit better than the 175. The 175, especially the new styles, tend to nose up a little bit too much in the water. And to be honest with you, I don't really like their swim. If you've never tried a large swim bait, what do I suggest first? Something that you're comfortable with, man. Good size is something like the S-Waver 168 or the S-Waver 200 or something like that. Those are both smaller baits, smaller glide baits that'll get bit. So there we go. All right, guys, I don't have a tripod or anything on the boat right now. Yeah, mother should be your first swim bait that you throw. That's funny, Chad. I'm gonna give you a 178 Gancraft for a bit to really change your mind. I like Gancrafts, Dave. Braid, fluoro, mono for swim bait, fishing, 6-inch Huddlestons. Flora, well, if you have that Garrett, Jose, if you have your 6-inch Huddleston rigged Butch Brown style, then I would fish it with mono. And if you, no, I lie. If it's a jig hook, I would fish it with fluoro. If it's got a treble hook on it, I would fish it with fluoro or mono, it doesn't matter. 30 acre dirty shads are awesome. Big swim jigs are not technically swim baits, but they're dope. They get bit. Savage Gear swim baits are good swim baits, man. They're good for the price. Let's see here. I wonder if I could set my phone up on my boat. Water temp, Blake, is 68 right here. It's 68 right here, and it's like 67 and... It's like between 67 and 68 in the whole entire lake. Oh, guys, if I bungee... So this is... If you guys wonder how I film, this is how I film the nice-looking stuff on a ghetto seat with a bungee cord. So I'm going to try to bungee cord my phone in here. I wonder if that'll work. I think it might. I think it might. Oh, it did. There we go. Woo. You're looking at me in the sky. That kind of sucks. Yeah, cool. Look at this, guys. No editing, no nothing. It's gonna get dark. Sorry. I haven't thrown the Savage Gear duck. It's silly. It's just a whopper plopper. I was fiddling with the phone and I just got off position, so I'm going to readjust. What'd you write, Blake? friendly tournament this weekend. Maybe on Sunday. Maybe on Sunday. I gotta work Saturday. Alright. 10-inch magdraft, 20-pound fluoro, Daiwa Alexa 300, and the Muse Black 4 to 8. So normally, on big soft baits like this, I wouldn't be throwing across the lake. You guys can't really see how I'm set up, and I'm sure the lighting probably really sucks, but normally I would want to throw them horizontal with whatever structure I'm fishing, this or that, but there's a pipe that runs across the there's a big drainage pipe type thing that runs across the middle of my lake diagonal. And there's a big rock pile on the end of it, so I'm trying to line up with that because there's a couple good fish on it. It definitely looks though like I'm sitting here talking to myself in the middle of a lake on my little boat. Glad you're back. Thanks, Bass Blaster. I'm glad I'm back too. I might do a lot more of these like live things. I like it. It's raw. You kind of see what I do. Well, I'll get a better setup. Daniel McHugh, hi. Do a review on the Savage Gear Bluegill? Maybe. I like this. You should definitely do it again. Alright, cool. 35 people watching. Not bad. So on something like the magdraft, the 10-inch, it's just a slow, steady retrieve. Every once in a while I'll pause it or give it a little quick reel up, but that's pretty much it. Pretty basic. God, this wind is pushing me all around. There we go. Right over the rock pile now. Sorry guys, I keep forgetting to hit do not disturb on my phone, and I just got a phone call and it cut me out for a second. Average big fish in this lake. Average fish in this lake is like 3 to 5 pounds. Favorite DRT color. I like the baby bass. Always did really good for me on the full size. Bought a Swimbait setup with a 6-inch hood. Oh, that comment just went away, sorry. So maybe I'll get a tripod for my phone or something. I can set it up on the boat and you guys can fish with me. It's definitely hard though trying to see these comments. Do you own any conventional tackle? I mean, I own some stuff, but I don't fish it. I've never been to Lake Casitas. Come to San Diego and fish big swim baits. Yeah, it's on the list. I want to get out there. Here, let me grab my phone. Hold on. How deep are you fishing the magdraft? Right now I'm in 9 feet of water. In 9 feet of water, and yeah. I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm gonna go back here into this little cove that has that is a little more protected from the wind. Because this wind is pushing me all over and I don't have an anchor on my little boat. It's hard to like position. Let's sit down. So, this is what I'm looking at. I've never, have I ever fished a Savage Gear line through trout? No. What's up, new sub? Thanks. What about 6-inch HUDs? What about them? They're good. How come you don't use the 13 Fishing A3? It's right there. It's hooked onto the Tiny Klash. I only have one of them, so I have my other baits set up on my Daiwa's top 5 topwaters for me. I'd say a slammer, the good old AC minnow, which they're pretty much the same thing, but slammers are better. Any kind of rat, and then a punker and the DRT Klash high float with the lip out and the tail down. You should eventually get on Clear Lake with Matt and Tim from Tactical Bassin. Matt, I've talked to Matt about going up there, and that is definitely doable. I just have to get the money together to get out there. Yeah, he just let out the new Shadley XLs, and they look awesome. Does mono really get stretched out with big baits? It definitely does. Yeah, I was throwing, what was I throwing? I think I was throwing my depths on 20 the other day on 20 big game, and big game is notorious for stretching out really bad, really quick. Bad connection, uh-oh. Can you guys still hear me? I've got a bad connection now. Someone answer yes if you guys can still hear me. My phone's telling me I've got a bad connection. Anybody? Anybody? No? Oh, no. Ooh. Is my connection back yet? Well, I'm going to keep filming because I think that I'm still connected and still living, but yeah. Do I use topwater soft swim baits? Yeah, I use some weightless Ragos. Alright, let's try this. So I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. my, it says I've got a bad connection, and the comments are lagging a little bit, but right now, so Tiny Klash, here, let's rotate you guys a little bit. I'm fishing along a couple boats right here. Tiny Klash with a V-tail on, so it looks like a jointed bait in the water, and the lip is going in because I want to get subsurface just below these boats. So I'll cast parallel with the boats and then just crank this thing down nice and slow right along the edges of them. Hopefully there's a fish underneath them. Here, I'll kneel down and fish. I'm knelt down right now. Let's rotate a little bit so you guys can see what I'm fishing. So with this Tiny Klash and with the lip in, you don't have to reel it that fast. You can reel it nice and slow, and it'll get down there and swim. And with that V-tail on, it looks like a multi-jointed bait, just like a triple trout or a bull shad or something like that. I wish I had a better way to set you guys up. This sucks. Super chat. Super chat, Dustin, is a thing where you guys can pin a comment to the top of the comments by donating $1 or $2 or $3. I think I have to set that up on my end. I don't know. What does the V-tail do to the Klash? I will show you right now. Here. So, you see that? The V-tail with a Klash. That's what it looks like with the V-tail on. There you go. See how it looks like a kind of a multi-segmented bait? Just like the, you know, what is it? Just like a bull shad or maybe like a triple trout. And if you really crank it, it really starts to dance, you know? And then it pops back up to the surface. There we go. I wonder if I could set you guys up right there. This is such a bad idea. My phone's gonna go in the water. I literally just had the phone on the trolling motor. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out how to set this up. Best place in Vegas to fish? It's not in Vegas, but I would say Mojave. It's about 2 hours away. Or Willow Beach if you want to fish stripers. You can't bass fish, can you still join in? Oh no, Peric moment incoming? Maybe. I wonder if I can get like a chest cam or something. Magdraft 10-inch, I have it tied on right now, it's awesome. literally I'm on my knees right now, so you guys have my head in the shot. This is pretty cool. Oh, there we go. Now I've got a better connection. You guys, oh. Just had a little bump. This is exotic. Oh man. I gotta get a better way to set this phone up. How often do I catch fish on swim baits? I mean, I caught a little fish earlier, you know, pretty much almost every outing. Sometimes I'll go, sometimes it'll be slow, you know, just like any other fishing. Trying to like kneel down so you guys can see me, but it's not working. Oh, there we go. That's what I can do. I can face the boat backwards. This is really hard, guys. Oh, here, let's sit down. Sitting down and fish. What color magdraft am I throwing? I think that's what it said. I'm throwing the IU color. You and Crazy Bass Fisher should meet up. You don't live far away. He's about 4 or 5 hours from me in Phoenix. When I went on the Florida trip, him and I messaged back and forth about possibly fishing together in Phoenix when I went out there, but I didn't have time to. How much money do you have invested in swim bait fishing? Probably too much. I do a lot of trading though too. If I see a bait I like, you know, this new Tiny Klash that I have, I traded a depths for it. What bait do I always have tied on? Tiny Klash. No, without a doubt. Favorite swim bait? You guys are going to get sick of hearing it. Probably the Tiny Klash. And the mother. The mother's amazing, but I can't always fish it, you know what I mean? Good, cheaper end swim bait that catches fish. Matt Lure's Ultimate Gill. HUD 68. S-Waver 168. The Furies are good rods, yeah. Have I fished the Roman Gill? I actually haven't, no. Have you tried the Matt Lure's Dead Twitch? No. What makes the Tiny Klash the go-to? I said it in the earlier live feed, the versatility of it. Do I think swim baits are overpriced? Some of them are, yeah, for sure. I think in the long run, for how long you have them, no. Best bluegill swim bait? I like the bull shooters. What's up, Callum? I do remember. Yeah, it's on my chest right now. Best line for a swim bait beginner? Berkeley Big Game. It's cheap, it's easy. Or it's cheap and it's strong. Top 5 glide baits. Depths 250. Top 5 glide baits, I'll do like the swim mixed with price. I'd say like a used new style Depths 250 because they're a little cheaper than the older ones. S-Waver 200, Roman, oh no, Roman Mate's not cheap. A cheap one is the Shine Glide, and then A not cheap one is a Hinkle shad. Uh-oh, bad connection again. This is awesome. Lost that depth on an 8+. Oh, that sucks, man. Best round reel on the market. Personally, I think it's the Calcutta Conquest, but that's just me. No, haven't used the Gilroyd. I do like the new live target shad swim baits. All the new live targets look good, but their hook placement looks weird. I think they're like really far back. Hold on just a sec. I'm gonna flip this Tiny Klash over here. Kneel down for you guys. Ah, it says I have a bad connection again. Oh, I just got smashed. Oh, he shot out from underneath the boat. I'm gonna back up. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to you guys and I missed it. That was a good fish. Well, not huge, but good. Oh, I can't believe I missed him, man. That sucks. I saw him shoot out too. I'm flipping around these boats, running parallel with them. Yeah, I'm using the A3 right now. Oh, got one. Little guy, but got one. Well, boop. Tiny Klash works. Little dude. This guy's flipping all over the place. Chill out, dude. This guy is double hooked. He's hooked in the bottom and in the top. Like what? How does that even happen? There we go. Right in the top of the mouth. That's what I'm saying with these Tiny Klashes, man. They're like the perfect profile for all around fish. Like small fish, big fish. God dang. They all hit it. If I can get this stinking treble hook out. There you go. Little dude. There you go. So that was lip in, V-tail on, and I was throwing it along this bank right here. And this little dude hit it. He's not big, He's like 2, tiny, but whatever, it's still fun, you know? Boop. Here. Alright, let's get this little dude back in. There we go, and that's why I like the Tiny Klash. Fun, you know? It catches big fish and little fish. So that little dude, he nailed it though. I want to go back to this boat right here though, because a good sized fish shot out on that. Need to check my 3-pound. No, that wasn't a 3-pounder, not at all. It was like 2. Since there's no real giants in the lake, why commit so hard to swim baits in that particular body of water? Because I like the challenge more. I like the quality of fish it does pull out. When I used to fish conventional gear on this lake, I would catch little 1-pounders, 1-pounder after 1-pounder after 1-pounder, and then as soon as I started throwing big baits is when I started catching the better class fish in here. I'm gonna put you guys right here real quick. So small bait, big bait. Always make sure after a catch to check your line. This is frayed right here where he was rubbing it. So the V-tail, I've said it a couple times, the V-tail makes this bait, it basically gives it another joint in the water. It makes it look like a multi-segmented swimming bait, like a, like a triple trout or, what do they call it, bull shad, stuff like that. So anyways, small bait or big bait, always make sure to check your line. And I'm pretty religious about if that guy kind of drug me over a couple small rocks and it kind of frayed my line up, and then I kind of made a mess of it getting my reel loose. But always make sure to check it, and if it needs to be retied, don't be lazy, retie it, because these baits are expensive. And there we go, had a backlash. These baits are expensive and you don't want to be lazy and end up costing yourself some money when you don't have to, when you can just take 5 minutes and retie. So yeah, what does the DRT veal, man, you guys scroll back and listen to me, or actually scroll back and you'll see what the DRT V-tail does. I put it in the water and I showed. Talk more technique and retrieve. With the DRT, the way I have it set up right now, fishing in 5 feet of water, I'm fishing it exactly like I would a square bill. So slow, steady retrieve with the occasional little pop of a rod tip, and then just a stop here and there, you know, just a pause, just to give it that 1 little second, you know, for them to jump on it. And that's with the bill in and the V-tail on. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me retie real quick. Or actually, I can talk, but I'm not gonna be able to talk in a second. And then with the bill out and the regular tail in, like they call it mode B, you fish it tail down for mode B, and then I fish that just like I would like a walking wake bait. Kind of work it with the rod tip back and forth, and that gets absolutely crushed too. Alright guys, give me 2 seconds, let me tie a knot. There's a motorcycle about to go by, so I apologize for the noise. At least it's not crazy windy out anymore. Going back here to this protected cove. Going back here to that protective cove definitely was a better idea. Although now that it's getting dark, the wind's kind of died down a little bit. So Tiny Klash gonna be sold out on Monster. If you guys are wondering, I'm tying tie a double San Diego jam. I tie it on everything. It's probably way too bulky and big of a knot for a small bait like this. But it's just what I like. It's what I have confidence in. I've never had a break. So alright, so we're retied and we're right next to this boat where I had that big one pop out. We are very rapidly losing light. It is almost dark. Do you have any normal size clashes? Yeah, I have two 9 inches. Baby bass and the shad color. Or shad? No. Baby bass and some other, I forget what the color is. High float and low float. So, alright. We're gonna go work this boat again real quick. I'm gonna put you guys back up on the little camera tripod thing here for a second. Sit tight. Oh no, did I lose it? No. Did I lose that? Did I cut out for a second, you guys? Tell me yes or no. All right. I'm knelt down right now fishing. So yeah. Are you still tattooing? If so, I haven't tattooed a bass tattoo, no. That'd be pretty fun though. Yes, I am still tattooing. Alright, we're gonna get up closer to this boat. I really wanna see if I can get this fish that popped out earlier. Shout out North Star Paintball, what's up? What's the single thing a new swim baiter should work on? Patience. Patience and determination. I am a lefty, yeah. No problem. Paintball. Alright, I'm readjusting on this boat. Extra heavy. Guide select is too heavy for a depth 250. No, I don't think it's too heavy. I think it handles it good. Best lure for a beginner. HUD and an S-Waver. Those are two just proven baits that work good. I wouldn't say they're like the best, but those are two good baits. Hold on a second, guys. Backlashing while I'm flipping and pitching. Yeah, I totally screwed that cast up. Jeez. Trying to readjust real quick. So I pretty much only have like 1 or 2 casts left for you guys because it's like pretty much pitch dark out here. There we go. I finally made a good cast of this boat. You guys throw up some questions and I'll scroll back through in a second, answer them. I don't think that fish is going to pop back out. I'm losing position. I need an anchor on this bass, on this pond prowler. I always get screwed up on position. Someone asked what's a good thing for a beginner swim baiter to focus on. Positioning is a really good one. These baits are already hard enough to catch fish on. You want to maximize your chances as much as you can each cast. So make sure you're in a good position each cast and you're not just throwing your bait into the wind for no reason. I'm going to make one or two more casts, guys, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk. I'm going to head back to the house. Last cast. How many people? 45 people. Do you think that heavy 6 would do lighter baits 6-inch HUDs? Yeah. Cardiff is a good beginner swim bait reel. It's a little slow, but yeah. Still a good reel. Good for HUDs and stuff like that. Throw up some more questions. Yeah. This guy's not coming back up. Well, at least I see. That's another thing I like about big baits too. It draws out the bigger fish. I know the fish that came out and smacked this thing earlier when I first pulled into the cove was a good sized fish. But he's not coming back for it now. And now I'm just going to close out with, I'm going to close this boat out with hitting all 4 corners. I worked it parallel, and now I'm just going to hit the corners real quick and then get out. Oh, oh. He just popped out again. Maybe I will stay for a second. Come on. Come on. They're getting stage fright because we're on camera. Dang it. Well, alright. Does anyone ever actually leave on when they say last cast? Alright, guys. Oh. There we go. We got a little light from the fish finder. Light from the phone. Nope, usually an hour later, yeah. Pretty much. Oh. Ooh, whoopsies. Hit their boat. After 2 hours, I do. Yeah, for sure. He's not leaving. What am I using? North Star Paintball. I was using the Tiny Klash. I do throw the Depths 175 and the 250. Dobbins 796 Champion Series. Good rod. Dobbins are great rod. Chippy. No, I haven't got the Ballum yet. I've been waiting to use yours. Bad time over here in the East Coast. Awesome live feed tonight. Thanks. Anyone else loading? Yeah, probably, guys. Sorry, I have a weak connection for some reason. What's a good rod for the Cardiff? Base your rods off of what... I would base your rods off of what baits you're throwing, man. Not necessarily the reel. Revo Toro S versus 13 Fishing A3. I haven't used the Toro S yet. Can you show all your DRT stuff? Yeah, I will. I can do a DRT video. I said that earlier in the live feed that I've already done a DRT video, so I'll probably wait a little while because I have one. I have a couple, actually. Still working on your 13 Fishing Muse Black Rod review. I mean, I use them in every video, so they're good. I like them. Mad Gamers, you keep blowing comments up. I heard Ryan Gosling caught a 5.3 pounder on a lake. He's rad. Alright, cool. Yours is all beat up, Chipper. Do I modify my depths? No, I usually just mess with the sink rates if I need to. If I've got one that like on my 250s, I've got a heavy sink, a slow sink, and a extra slow sink, basically a floater. So what's going on, my homie? How deep is my lake? My lake is 10 feet. Fly me out there and put me on a fish. Nice vids. Thank you to Sean. What kind of test was that just now? On the Tiny Klash, I think 17 pound or 20 pound. I don't remember what is on that A3 right now, to be honest with you. Let's sit right in front of my fish finder because it's got my light. Actually, here, I'm going to take... Oh, there we go. Look at that. Cast King Kodiak 4000. I don't know anything about the Cast King stuff other than it's really cheap. Don't like the A3 that much. The Toro S isn't even on my radar. It makes me wonder about the A3. I love the A3, man. It's been nothing. It's been great to me so far. This drag is super smooth. I haven't had to put a drop of oil in it. Good solid reel. Do I throw the Whopper Plopper 190? I don't actually. I've been wanting to get them, but I haven't gotten one yet. Most recommended reel for all-around swim bait fishing would be the Lexa 300 or the Corrado. No, I live in Fishing PA. No, I live in Las Vegas. Alright guys, well it is getting late. We got this running right now. Oh, you can't see anything actually. Just a haze. Never mind. But it's getting late. I'm glad I got to actually get on the water. Or I'm glad this went live on the water. I didn't think it would. It wouldn't do it earlier. The Whopper Plopper 190 scares more bass than catches them. Probably, yeah. That's kind of like the newer style Lunker Punkers. They're so dang loud. They catch fish, but I feel like the rattles are too much. So, anyways, guys, all right. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm heading back into my house now. It's too dark to really film. If it wasn't for my fish finder light right now, I would have no light. So, thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. Hope that you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful day. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to work on a new video in the next week or so, but these lives are kind of gonna be where it's at for a minute because they're easy, they're quick. I can do them on my phone while I'm out here and I can answer you guys' questions on the spot. So next time I go out, do another one of these. That's a very high possibility. So anyways, all right, I am heading into my inlet right now. I will be home in about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna say peace out, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And you know, I want to set a goal for myself for the channel. I want to reach 10,000 subs in the next couple months. So if you guys know this channel and you like it and you think that it's valuable or it'll help somebody that's just getting into swim baiting, share it for me if you could. If that's not a big deal, you know, take a second, just share it on Facebook and tell your friends to subscribe. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. You guys have a good night. Peace out. Tie lines.